All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, hello. Today we got 3 great games going on for you today. Multiple games, actually, for each player. And we got Black Platypus. I believe he's playing 2 games today.
We got hockey as well.
We have hockey. Is he also playing 2 or just 1?
I believe he's playing 1.
All right. And we also have Sublime Faith, who's also just playing 1. And hopefully, we win them all.
We got our Jigglypuff main, we got our Corrin main, we got our Kazuya main. 2 lightweights and then a heavy.
Yes, indeed. I mean, each one has their own advantages. Some excel in speed, some others just hit like a truck. And
Kazuya, for example. Kazuya has his own variety of hits.
Look, no one will cheer for a Kazuya unless it's going against a Steve. That's all
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, unless it's like that or just any type of heavy in general. But we have our first match of the night. We got ourselves hockey. He's going against a Pokemon trainer named Fairbanks.
Alrighty, sounds good to me. We'll see how this goes. Pokemon versus Pokemon.
We got a Kirby imitator versus 3 different Pokemon. How will this fare out?
Well, we won't know until it starts. But here we go.
Started off aggressive from hockey.
Yes, indeed. It seems like they're just throwing out jabs and stuff, trying to catch each other off guard. The grab comes off and then jets up. But, ooh, instantly turns it around, gets the combo.
Ooh, gets the grab off, throws him off stage. Ladies and gentlemen, they are trying to give each other a little bit of respect, but it's not exactly happening with both of them missing.
It's just really aggressive gameplay coming out right now. Ooh, the switch into Ivysaur, and still doesn't mean much. Lots of chip damage coming out. The conversion rate is going great right now.
Hockey getting a lot of grabs off. I think that's part of his entire game plan. Seems to be working out so far in his favor.
It's just getting chip damage after chip damage.
Okay. I'm sure that was part like technical difficulties on Fairbanks' part, but
we'll see how it goes. I mean,
switches back to
maybe
Squirtle.
They're just so confident that, like, you know what? I'll let you take another stock off of me.
Now it's a fair fight.
Now it's a fair fight, but it seems like it's still not. It seems like chip damage coming out from both ends, but ooh,
there we go.
Hey, who knows? It might just be a fair fight now. We'll
Gets
just
the
have to
first
see
stock
what
off from Fairbanks of the set.
Yes, indeed. Finally on that board, but we'll see how it goes from here. Fairbanks just trying to, chip damage, trying to get something off, trying to start a combo, but Hockey just
answers with the nut B, right? There's a lot of nairs getting thrown out. A lot of grabs by Hockey here. Tries to get him off stage because that is Jigglypuff's whole thing. Same thing with, like, Kirby, you know?
I mean, there's a lot of oppression in both ends, and then the, turning into Ivysaur to be able to grab that ledge just to speed past to make sure that they don't get edge guarded like that.
Exactly. As we get our first set going, he's at 123. I don't know if he'll be able to recover back to stage, and he won't. First game goes to Hockey, our Jigglypuff main.
Alrighty, sounds good. Jigglypuff getting the first point off of this BO5.
All right. Starting off strong with a 2-0 lead. I'm sure that second stock was just a misinput, I would say.
I would have to say as well, it might have just been a misinput, holding the wrong direction at the wrong time. Maybe they thought they were going to get hit by something.
I've done that plenty of times myself, especially with Bowser.
Oh, I understand the pain.
Staying on the edge of the stage, trying to get the down B off, and somehow missing stage, not grabbing the ledge. It's always so frustrating throwing a stock like that.
Yes, indeed. It seems like we're switching a map right now, but
let's see
which map we're going to be choosing.
Yeah, let's see which match they decide to go. I preferably would like PS2 to watch, but it's up to the players overall.
Of course it is, but at the same time, we do have to think about the limitations of the map. Some of them have really low ceilings and other information that, can influence the entire thing. And some of the fights are just influenced a lot by the map itself, and especially something like Halberd over here with that platform in the center can interrupt a lot of combos depending on who you play.
I've been in a lot of online tourneys recently, so I've learned the layout of different stages. Which can you ban, which can you pick, and I've learned that I'm not a fan of Final Destination. Final Destination, the flat surface right up there. It's not my favorite. Platforms, I'm not a big fan of either, but Final Destination, I've gone against like so many floaty characters, and I've been juggled in the air as like a Bowser or a Kirby because I play slower characters, you know.
I see. I mean, hey, but you know, each map has its own uses, its own characters that excel on those kind of maps. Maybe something like Pokemon Stadium with like a Luigi, you're able to press the entire map the entire time. And, you know, longer stages are not that bad for some characters, but if you just go against the wrong person, it can turn into the worst nightmare.
The matchup can be very vital.
Yeah.
Something like Pokemon Trainer versus Jigglypuff in our last match. Turning into Charizard versus Jigglypuff can be a risky battle, you know, a heavy versus a lightweight, you know.
You just take so much damage, but it seems like we finally decided on the map. We're playing Smashville, and I didn't quite see, but did you think there was platforms on that, or was it just completely flat?
Knowing Smashville, there's going to be one platform. It's going to be a bit of a large one right above them. Not one of my favorite maps, to be honest. I always ban it whenever I go into a tourney.
Hey, I
not
mean,
my favorite.
Completely understandable. I personally really enjoy platforms just because I like playing on top of them. But I know for some people, especially if you're playing against somebody like, once again, Luigi, you're not safe on those platforms.
Yeah.
You're definitely not.
Luigi is a character. I'm going to say that much. He actually rose like 10 spots on the official tier list with Luminosity this year. He went from like lower B tier to upper A tier, I believe, because of the 1-0 to death combo.
Wow, I didn't even know there was one, but hey, who knows? I mean...
You want to take a good guess on who's on the top of the tier list?
I want to say Kazuya, but...
Kazuya's a good guess. He's one of the upper tier characters, but the two characters that are on top are Sonic and Steve.
Sonic and Steve. Of course it's Steve. Why wouldn't it be Steve?
He's the most broken character, of course.
And then Sonic is just fast. And
Sonic's playstyle can have like two different... It's a two-way street, you know? Bait and punish, or just super aggressive and they can't catch you.
I mean...
I've experienced both.
I mean, if it works out, it works out, but... It seems like we're still deciding on some stuff in the ring right now, but we'll see how it keeps going.
It seems Hockey's opponent seems to be ready to go for round 2. Hopefully everything's set back up and ready to go, and we get ourselves a bit of a more fair fight. But seems to be technical difficulties on the other end.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Seems like we are ready, though. It seems like we are starting right now. And
okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get into our second match with Hockey. No character switch for him, and neither for Fairbanks.
Indeed. Seems like it's Pokemon Trainer versus Jigglypuff once again. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe they'll start playing a lot more aggressive. Maybe they'll start being able to just put some more pressure on Hockey, but it seems like...
Yeah. In order for Fairbanks to play a little more better here, I think there needs to be a little more less pressure applied to him. But with Hockey, he needs to keep playing the way he's been playing. Just apply that different pressure across the center of the screen, you know?
Indeed. It's just, you know, playing against such a floaty character, it's just really hard to get a proper distance measurement. And because, you know, every single attack has its own range, but being able to play a floaty character, you can instantly just jump back, jump again, and then, you know, you can't do much against it.
4 jumps and an air dodge.
It's just really oppressive and really hard to play against it, especially because, like, edge guarding against one is just nearly impossible when they can just pop out their combo and just move so quickly, especially somebody light as Jigglypuff. But
it seems like Charizard, yeah. After doing so much damage, like a good 86% with Ivysaur. Switching to Charizard might not look like the play here, but
it seems. But it might not look like the play, but it could just be a one-hit kill if he does get a hit off.
That is true. A grab and then a forward smash could really do damage here, or a forward aerial.
But there you go, the grab and then sends him flying. Ooh,
it's
conversion rate is
68,
73.
Oh my God! Is he gonna be able to recover? No, he isn't.
He is not. It seems like shoving him off the stage like that worked wonders.
All right, we're gonna make this a little more fair. I say this like every time I go against a Jigglypuff, or I see a Jigglypuff in pro play. I see the same play style, and I think to myself, it's like dealing with a mosquito at like 3 a.m. You know?
It's definitely true, but it seems like knocking off...
Oh, the down smash is going to be good
defense.
for the edge guard.
Perfect edge guarding right there. Perfect timing on it.
Game number 2.
Getting the win on game number 2, indeed.
Goes to our Jigglypuff main.
Yes, indeed. Hockey going strong. And
we'll
see how it goes.
Smashville looked easy to him there.
Yeah, it seems like it was, you know, map change didn't mean much, but we'll see how it goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves... It's going to look like a quick game, but...
Who knows? This might just be a reverse sweep coming out of Fairbanks.
Exactly. I've seen better come out from both sides here. I've seen Hockey do much better. I've seen Pokemon Trainer do much better. Trust me, Elite Smash is no playground.
Hey, it's not a playground at all, but we might be playing on one. But it seems like we're going to be switching over to Platypus over here, and it seems like they'll be playing against somebody with $4 signs as his name.
Yep.
I don't know about you, but I definitely enjoy money, and it seems like they do as well.
I think that's what they're going for with the main prize here.
Hey, who knows? But we'll see how this goes. It seems like they're ready to start. Kazuya versus Wolf.
I mean, with the neutral B, both of them have a laser, but they're playing on PS2, and honestly, it's fair game for anyone here. Depends on how good this Wolf is.
Definitely is. An oppressive Wolf can dominate almost anything, but it's just a little bit difficult depending on the situation, especially with somebody as heavy as Kazuya. And, you know, it can change in the blink of an eye, but it seems like...
Starting off strong here from our Wolf here.
Yes, indeed. Seems like some good damage. Ooh, the grab.
One grab is all it takes.
And then...
Ooh, gets a good 41% off just from that.
Instantly balanced with one combo, but then this...
Oh, no. Throws him off stage with just one grab.
Almost gets it, but it was a little bit too far off
Another
the
grab,
edge.
throws him off with the side grab. Ladies and gentlemen, they're respecting each other's space. Gets a little aggressive here, but it's not going to work out for him. His shield is shrinking as we speak.
Gets punished by the Wolf, and it seems like he's just playing his position as well as possible. Instantly gets the read on him, and it seems like he's just trying to predict everything. Gets the perfect damage off. Ooh, misses.
Ooh, Rage Mode activated. There could be a lot happening with this. As I mentioned before, Rage Mode could be a one-hit, one-kill.
And it seems like he's trying to get it off, playing as patient as possible with Kazuya. You don't usually see that.
There it is.
The Rage Mode goes off.
One grab is all it takes. As I said before, don't worry. We got ourselves a game. He's still in Rage Mode for some reason. Usually it's one grab, one kill, you know?
Yeah, but it seems like it's still going on, and
there
it goes.
It fades away. Gets 25% or 10% off that one grab.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works, but 152% means he's, you know, able to get knocked out at any time if he doesn't play perfectly.
Plat here with 2 parries, playing very patient, gets the grab off, a good 69% in total.
And it seems like, ooh, just barely didn't get the distance right, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, the spot dodge into the side. Oh, no.
And
that's going to be another stock for Plat here. Don't do him like this, man.
Oh, and he's getting pushed off the map, but it doesn't matter the distance.
There it is. That's going to be the edge guard. I'm going to be excited. He does recover somehow.
Seems like it doesn't matter. Gets the combo. Ooh, just barely drops it.
Gets the grab off, tries to throw him off stage. He's trying to make this into a 2-1 instead of a 3-0, and it is going to happen. But he is going to have to adjust real quick in order to get some damage off and make it into a 1-1.
Yeah, the patience coming out from Plat is working wonders right now. And it seems like, you know, the Wolf just can't really handle much right now. But they just want to play aggressive, and it's coming out with lots of damage. Being able to have this much misses the
ledge, and that's going to be game number 1 going to our Kazuya main, Black Platypus.
Pretty good on this end. It's playing so patiently and playing like, you know, just waiting for the Wolf to make mistakes so that he can capitalize on it was really made such a large difference right now. And it seems like we're going to move back over to Hockey. And
we got ourselves a character switch to Sonic, as I mentioned before. S-tier character.
Yeah, S-tier character, but we'll have to see, you know, moving fast, but, you know, once again, like I said before, you know, playing against somebody so floaty means, like, trying to predict all their movements is going to be difficult, and it's going to be hard to, you know, properly capitalize on movement mistakes.
Exactly.
But we'll see what happens. It seems like getting the chip damage off, getting up to 30% right off the bat, you know.
Goes for a nair, but he misses. Sonic can be a very floaty character if he chooses to, you know. He can attack while still in the air. Not many characters can do that. Sonic, Jigglypuff, Kirby. You know, after using your up B, of course.
I mean, it's definitely something to look out for, being able to, like, you know, get all this area around yourself, making sure that people can't get into your space and being able to dominate it. It's just something that's really important, no matter if it's in the air or on the ground.
The back air does work here. He's playing neutral very well.
Misses the guard on the edge, and, you know,
recovers with that neutral B.
Yes, indeed.
He's going to go low to recover, and he gets the forward tilt off. That forward smash is very dangerous from Sonic. It can work wonders.
Oh, and it seems like it might not. It still gets past Jigglypuff from coming off of screen onto the side. And it seems like it does it once again. Being able to recover this many times is so good.
And out of shield, the back air is going to get the first stock for our third game.
A good read on coming out from Hockey over here. And it seems like
he's getting that combo off very well here. Ladies and gentlemen, 50%. That's a good 62% just from one combo.
And it seems like they're just trading damage, and, you know, it's working a lot more in favor of Hockey. Gaining all this chip damage off. Misses the sleep. Sonic capitalizes on it, gets him off the map. But it doesn't really matter much, considering that the height advantage that, you know, 4 jumps can give you is just too much. And, the grab into throwing him backwards is great. Misses once again. But
he gets the rest off. That's going to be a second stock, ladies and gentlemen. We got ourselves a game on our hands involving Mr. Hockey, the Jigglypuff main.
And it seems like he's still getting the chip damage off.
Nearly gets the shield off. That's shield pokes.
Gets the combo. Gets it.
He gets
the rest. And that
ladies and gentlemen, what a combo. 3-0, 3-0. Hockey wins our first set.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like it's going absolutely great.
Chat, clip that.
The combo into the rest, into the sleep, and just, you know, knocking him out of the map is just
oh my god,
so much so quickly, especially getting them so high, like we said before, being able to get them
honestly
out of there.
Jigglypuff versus Sonic, I expected at least one stock from Fairbanks here, but due to the grab and the edge guarding from Jigglypuff here,
it seems like
oh my god.
But, you know, it's just really impressive. But we are going to be switching over to Platypus over here. Seems like they're about to start their match against Money. But we'll see how it goes.
Very creative username, I would say.
Hey, if it works out, if he has a dream, he's trying to make it work.
We got ourselves another character switch to Peach. Let's see how that fares out. The down B could work wonders here versus 2 combo-heavy characters.
Yes, indeed. But it seems like Peach is still playing like a little bit aggressive, just like before. And
this is the neutral B.
The patience gets the electric. Off. It's just so much damage coming out from Kazuya, even if he plays patient or if he plays aggressive.
That's
you know, the
grab.
Big numbers coming out are just so oppressive. Perfect read on the
standard jab. Juggles him in the air. Gonna get the recovery.
Gets so much damage off. You know, but Peach is coming back, still getting a huge amount of damage as well, trading back and forth on both ends. You know, and Kazuya grabbing the Radish.
A very
and the drop from the Radish in the air. Is what
that was the
gets
exact same face I made with Mr. Platt here.
That is insane. I didn't even see it at the first time. Did they throw it in the air?
I've never seen anything like that in any pro match ever. Just a random Radish just killing off stage like that.
I think Peach threw the Radish into the air, and that's what came out. But it doesn't matter. Kazuya getting the knock up and knock out.
That's going to be our second stock for both players. We got ourselves a bit of a fair match here.
It seems like he's about to do it again, but drops the combo. But
he's trying to make it even as possible.
You know, it's just lots of damage coming out. Peach coming out with a whole bunch, but we'll see how it goes out from here. Doesn't get the perfect timing on the edge guard, but
they're trying to play
the
neutral.
Radish, but then gets knocked out.
Ooh.
And then The Radish coming out, almost getting the kill
almost
off
thought,
of there.
oh,
But
the super armor, bro.
The super armor coming out and just, you know, dealing so much. Now one attack from, like, either end is just going to end it. Yep.
He plays edge guarding very well. He reads the roll.
It's just perfect timing. Throwing the Radish into the air basically guarantees the damage off on it.
That's going to be a stock trade right there. A classic 2-hit combo.
Yes, indeed. Resetting the round. You know, both sides having 0% now, but
that was a standard kick, and that was 26%. 42 just from 3 hits.
And it seems like there's just so much going on right now.
He tries to read the dash attack, but it's not going to work out in his favor. Gets hit by the Radish. Tries to go for a standard combo, but is stomped upon.
It's really ambitious trying to get these hits off, but it works out in the favor. And just, oh my God, that was ambitious.
That was nearly game. Never trust a Black Flash, ladies and gentlemen.
Super ambitious coming out from Kazuya over here, but it's working out in his favor.
149, one grab and it's over. Let me tell you that right now.
Blocks it.
Ooh, a standard jab. Up B will get the job done. Game number 2 goes to Mr. Platt.
Yes, indeed. And like we said before, it's just such oppressive damage coming out from Kazuya. Being so heavy means he can go up to 160, 170, even up to 200% and still not get knocked out of the map, especially by somebody who doesn't have huge like, damage and knockback coming out like Peach. But, you know, the chip damage is still working out well, and Peach's ability to guard that edge is just, you know, coming out really strong, almost won the game. And, you know,
let's talk about that first stock real quick. How does one get spiked by a Radish?
I mean, hey, it's really good timing. You have to block the first hit, but if you don't block the second, and if you time it just right, you throw that Radish in the air, and blocking the first hit and making sure you don't get hit by it instantly means that you don't have enough time to frame dodge or use any ability to, you know, block the Radish that's coming at you right after.
The iframes were gone after he was hanging there for a good, I'd say, 6 seconds, but the Radish just fell out of nowhere, hit him in the head, and straight into the blast zone.
Yes, indeed. It's just good timing on Peach on that end. It was great mind reading, and, you know, it worked out in favor. But sadly,
unfortunately,
didn't work out well enough.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves quite a set on our hands. It's going to be 2-0 to Mr. Platt here. Not sure what exactly where the opponent went, but I'm sure it's technical difficulties. I'm sure they're going to talk it out. But for now, we're going to switch back to just regular yapping, you know?
Yeah, indeed. I mean, technical difficulties happen to all of us. Can't do much about it. But
we still have yet for our third set with Mr. Sublime Faith, our surprise appearance for the tonight. Yes, really good player in general.
Good person as well. Kind of crazy, but you know what? It works in his favor, especially
I agree with
when
that
he's
fully.
playing.
Good friend of mine, but a little bit off the edge, you know.
You know, plays aggressive as well, and plays, you know, in a manner that you just can't really predict all that well, and it works in his favor amazingly.
All 3 of these players have something special, a special kind of talent with their mains, you know. It's not every day that you see a Jigglypuff main. It's a bit more common with Kazuya with pro games, but with Mr. Sublime Faith in general, he's a Corrin main. You don't see that every day, you know.
Yeah, I mean, Corrin's good, oppressive, really strong, has good damage and good combos as well. It's just the difficulty of playing her is, you know.
I know. I tried Corrin once on Elite Smash, and although it was okay, I lost a few games, I won a few games. I was like, this character's not really for me, you know.
I mean, not every character's for everybody. Personally, I play Joker, and
Joker's
I love playing Joker.
Joker's like the only DLC that I actually like enjoy playing, you know.
Yeah, it's just very difficult being able to get all the combos off because Joker is an extremely heavy combo-based character.
I know.
But it seems like we are looking ready for Platypus over here.
We got
it seems like
third
ready
game.
to fight, hopping right into it.
Mr. Dollarsign is back for round 3. No character switch this time.
Hey, it almost worked last time, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly. We're going to get into our third game here. Both players trying to go for a bit of an aggressive start, not trying to respect that space.
And it seems like one combo instantly getting 32% out of here. 41,
losing
58.
that neutral with Platt. Goes for the combo or the counter. It's not going to work out. Gets a good 67% for the 83 for the punish.
And stole the radish. The most important part of that, that combo.
Oh, never forget the radish.
Never
RIP 2025 to 2025.
Oh, my.
Don't worry. He's got a lot more he can just suddenly pull out of the ground.
And we get rage, but the radish does it once again. Twice. Oh, my.
He does not tech that. That is quite the edge guard.
It's just so oppressive.
A good lead for Mr. $sign here. Something that we didn't really see last game. He's adjusting himself to the combos here with the radish.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like he's being able to play it really well and gets the damage off, gets everything popped off, gets a good 34%. But, you know, he's at 110. One good hit, and it's over.
Platt is waiting for, like, the right opportunity. He's waiting for him to drop his guard. He's at 110, 1 up B, and it's a good trade stock.
And, you know, it's just playing so patiently on Kazuya so well. Gets the timing on it.
Throws the radish. It does nothing, apparently. But does the classic hover above stage and see what happens.
It's just, you know, being patient.
There it is.
And there you go. And he gets rewarded for it.
Called it. He's going to go for the punish with the up B. Gets the electric. Ooh,
gets the combo
into the combo. Into
good
the grab.
Damage coming out.
Makes it almost even. 41% just off that one combo.
It's just damage coming out on all ends, you know. But the edge guard is just so dangerous coming out from Peach.
Oh, I'm scared for him even just watching this, you know. Gets the rage mode.
We do have a rage. That means a lot of damage could come out really quickly. And
it's not exactly going to kill him. He's at 81. I'm not.
Well,
if he was in neutral. Ooh.
Unless you DI it correctly or, you know, you tech it. But we'll see how it goes. There is.
There are a lot of aerial attacks.
They're trying to predict each other.
Yeah,
they're trying to get something out. They're just
rage mode goes away.
With shield, and sadly, rage mode does disappear, which means that, you know, can't see that one shot coming out from a...
He tries to read the roll. It is not going to happen. He's back in the fight. 159. That is quite common for a heavy. And that's going to be the second stock towards Platt.
There you go. But at the
same time, they're going to trade.
Peach resets it. And Radish trying to get the full combo off, but it's just so much chip damage on that shield.
I know. He was forced to let it down, getting a punish of 26%. A good 11% just off of that one jab. That's Kazuya for you. But
and there's 31 off of 2 more.
Making it quite even. Gets
the
a
combo instantly bringing it up.
I like
to
combo
60,
throws the Radish
79.
into a punish. It's going to be 56 to 98. Ooh.
Almost gets the damage off with a Radish. Could have
the platform
set up a very
trying to
strong combo.
Both trying to play a little patient here.
You know, trying to play defensively because they both know that one good combo could probably end them both and send them off the map. So they're trying to play as very aggressive. But there you go. Ooh.
The jab into the up smash. Ladies and gentlemen, it's not over just yet. He's saying, like I am not getting 3-0'd. Ooh, but that is shut down. Game number 3 goes to Mr. Platt, our Kazuya main.
Yes, indeed. It's just, you know, the damage on Kazuya is just so strong, so oppressive.
It's a standard 3-hit into a stock.
Yeah, I want to say I'm cheering for Platt over here, but we both know cheering for a Kazuya just isn't very good.
I know, it feels wrong, you know?
It feels wrong.
It's like cheering for a Steve or a Sonic.
Exactly. It's just, you know, playing that. And they're really good, but it is what it is. And
we're going to go straight into our first set with Mr. Faith here, don't you think?
Yes, indeed. And we've seen great games coming out from Hockey and Platt, and both of them playing their hearts out, and they're doing great. But now we're going to see if Sublime Faith can carry on the trilogy and see how it goes.
Mr. Faith, with all of his glory, his hair is in the frame. He's ready to fight, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. He's a good player. He plays Corrin, and he has great defensive setups on maps and can just do a lot of oppressive tactics on the map itself.
Exactly. It looks like we're gonna be starting on Battlefield, but his opponent Ronox here is gonna be ready to go.
And it seems like they are. And I wonder if we are gonna be seeing the fabled Corrin or if they're gonna be playing somebody else. But we'll see how it goes. We do know who they main, but we don't know who they're playing. We can't really see it right now.
Judging by the
actually,
yeah.
never mind. I'm blind as heck. It's in the corner.
It's in the corner. Yep, he's going to be
Corrin.
Like I predicted earlier, he's going to be playing our female Corrin.
Yes, indeed. But I wonder who the other person is playing.
I'm going to guess Pyramithra based on the profile picture here. I could be totally wrong, but playing against the Pyramithra is always an uphill climb.
Yes, indeed. Especially with somebody with short range like Corrin. They do have like the ability to close that gap quickly and be able to, you know, properly get a lot of damage on when they are in close. But at the same time, the armor on Pyra can just, you know, chunk.
The armor, yeah. Especially with the side B with not Corrin, but Pyra, you know, the wheel with the sword.
Yep. It just does a lot of chip damage, a lot of oppressiveness, gets a lot of space on the map. And they can just do a whole lot with that.
That is very dangerous. If this opponent here, Ronax, plays Pyra, might give him a little trouble, but he say, nah, I'd win.
I think so. I believe it. I mean, it's to each their own, and it is, you know, a good game to be seen. And Elite Smash, like we said before, isn't a playground. We'll have to see how it goes
exactly.
on.
I have many stories relating to Elite Smash, but that's going to be for another day. For now, we're going to focus on these two just fighting it out on Battlefield. We haven't seen a match so far on Battlefield, have we?
I don't believe we have, actually, no. But
it's mainly just PS2, right?
I believe so, yeah.
And Smashville for one match, I believe.
Yep.
So this is going to be a new experience on both sides. Hopefully, we get ourselves a good fight out of this. Something to hopefully watch and say, yeah, this was a good fight. I enjoyed watching this, you know?
Well, let's hope it is. I am truly, truly hoping so. I do enjoy seeing, you know, games coming out from both ends, and we're here to watch people play Smash, and we're hoping, you know, we get to see some intense clutch moments.
Exactly. I want to go back to the highlight with the closing out play with Hockey, the combo into the rest. We saw an insane reaction out of him just with his own gameplay. That was probably the highlight so far.
Yes, indeed. We love seeing those kind of moments where even the players are just like, I hit that combo.
Yeah,
and it's just, you know,
can't contain his excitement.
A moment of pride.
I'm going to let him relish in that pride. That was a really good combo.
Indeed it was. Seems like we are about ready to start pretty soon, but seems like we're just waiting on a couple more things. And it seems like there it is.
Incineroar.
Incineroar.
Another heavy tier character. We've been seeing a lot of those, huh?
Yes, indeed we have. I mean, in the meta right now, I do believe that heavy characters just hold a lot of oppression just because, you know, being able to be so heavy gives you the ability to just deal more damage, even with one stock, because you're not off the map just yet.
With our DSC students, we have two of them going 3-0. Let's see if we can continue that streak with Mr. Faith, getting a good 47% off, and that is gonna be a clean 0-to-death combo with Mr. Faith. He definitely knows what he's doing, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. It seems like he's not here to play around at all, getting
he's
these
here
perfect reads.
Make a statement.
And
what
he
other
is
way?
Making it not just like no chance whatsoever. He's playing aggressive. Seems like he doesn't want to give
a lot of
Incineroar any chance.
Exactly. The perfect mix between edge guard, patience, and just aggression in general.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like, but one combo gets off, and then instantly 70%. This
the
is
thing
why
about combos with
so
heavies,
strong.
you know?
Yeah, heavy characters just deal so much damage so quickly.
They can get back into the game with just 3 hits if you just let them. If you let your guard down for 1 second.
Yes, indeed. And like I said before, it's because they're so heavy that they're just on the map for so long, they can get all this damage off.
Oh my god.
But it doesn't matter.
He does not let him get up.
Just lets him off.
Mr. Ronox here trying to play a little more patient with the Nair. Gets a good, I think, 20% off of those 2 hits, but it's not going to necessarily matter. The 37%
sadly drops it, but, you know, still gets another one off, still gets some extra damage, and, you know, just keeps doing this. The DI coming out of Ronox, making sure that they just try not to get hit over and over again.
That is not going to be a 3-0.
It worked out in their favor, getting some, getting damage.
Ronox trying to say something, but complete silence on his end. Mr. Faith with the 2-0 and an opening statement saying, I'm here to win.
Yes, indeed. I mean, at least the Incineroar got on the screen and on the leaderboard.
Yeah.
But
there we go.
It
froze for a second. I'm not sure what happened there.
I think it was a couple of technical difficulties.
He won so hard it froze our screen.
Yes, indeed. Knocked him out of the map so hard that it just did something. But it seems like Ronox is getting out of the ring. Might be change of map, might be change of character, but we'll see how it goes.
I've experienced something similar. You know, I would play an Elite Smash, and my opponent would dunk on me so hard, my screen would just go black because I'll throw a controller into it.
Oh. Not where I was expecting the story to go, but you know what? I understand.
Yeah, I've experienced that way too many times. You know, not the best at the game, but not also the worst. You know, I know how to play.
Yeah. I mean, hey, if it's working out in favor, it's working out in their favor. I don't know how throwing a controller at your screen will work out in your favor, but you know what?
It's a good stress reliever after playing a good
stress
game.
reliever?
Yeah, after the game like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Elite Smash. Like you said earlier, it's no playground, you know?
Yeah, but you're playing with your money at that point if you're breaking your screen.
Yeah, $70 is $70 at that point, you know? Just buy another one. Just buy another official one.
All right, but it seems like we are changing the battlefield to small battlefield.
Small battlefield, I really like more. You know, it removes a platform, gives you less space, gives you more on hand-to-hand combat.
Yes, indeed. And but at the same time, it means that there's a lot less ground to work with, which means you can't just do as much. You can't be as oppressive with that center battle, like the center of the battlefield, and trying to take full control of it. And if you do get control of it, it means that you can just knock people out of the map way easier.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Especially with Incineroar, he's going to... no longer Incineroar, never mind.
We're having a switch into Little Mac. And, you know, this might be able to work in their favor if they just feel more comfortable with it. But
I've seen Mr. Faith go against plenty of Little Macs. I'm sure he'll figure something out with him.
But we do have to remember that Little Mac does do a lot of damage. But there is always a downside when somebody has something just that good, which means that, you know,
tries to go for a roll, misreads.
Ooh, and being able to go under the
side B is going to work out in his favor.
Yeah.
Looking pretty even so far. Both were at 45% just a second ago. He's going to double that in the... Oh.
Ooh, and through the ground.
What was I saying about doubling that?
I don't know, but it definitely it was something. Being able to just have this much impressive and like spacing, especially against a Little Mac who needs to get in close, is just...
I think the game plan was figured out extremely quickly. Just get Little Mac off stage and then there's profit. But with the playstyle with Little Mac is mainly forward smash and jab.
Ooh,
those are two very heavy hitters.
And being able to cancel the down just so that they can guarantee, but...
The DI is going to work out in his favor. 132 his name, and he is going to recover back to stage.
A little bit off on the timing of the water ball over there and couldn't stun Little Mac, but
and that one's gonna kill.
Hook.
That one uppercut straight to the face. We got ourselves a bit of an even match here now. He's got his KO. That could kill him right now if he wanted to.
It might be prudent to be able to save it for the next stock because it looks like he's just playing so aggressive that he's not giving Corrin a chance to get onto the stage.
KO goes away after a little while. He can't save it. He rolls back on the stage, avoiding any sort of edge guard. Both are looking pretty even.
It seems like he's just trying to play the game of, you know, proper spacing, proper damage, being patient, and it's working out in Ronox's favor. But not
the spot dodge is not going to work out in his favor.
I keep saying, you know, it could work in their favor and then instantly get proven wrong every single time. How many times has this happened now? Like 5?
I think you need to start like going for call-outs that are like the opposite of what you want, you know? Like if he misses a spot dodge, you'll just say he misses the spot dodge, but he's going to get the forward jab and gets a back air instead, you know? Speaking of back air, he's going to get the one off stage in game number 2. We'll go to our Corrin main.
So I got to say the opposite and you got to say what's
It's opposite day for you now, yeah.
Okay, understood.
It's opposite day.
All right. Corrin lost that round.
Exactly. Little Mac won, ladies and gentlemen.
No, you have to say it straight.
Oh, yeah. No. Yeah. Don't worry. Corrin. Sublime Phase will go 2-0 in this set. Not sure if we're going to change anything here. we've seen a change in character from Ronox here. We've gone from Incineroar to Little Mac. I'm not sure if he's going to go for another heavy here, or if he's going to go for something like more high tier, more like Pyramithra.
I mean, Little Mac did work a lot more in their favor, but
Exactly.
we'll see how this goes right now.
So
seems like.
Yeah, I've noticed 2 different traits with both characters, you know. Incineroar is slow and heavy. Little Mac is fast and heavy. Maybe he needs to go for someone fast and light to crack the code. Someone like Sonic or Inkling or just Pyramithra.
Yeah, Pyramithra would definitely work. Being able to use the speed advantage on Mithra and still getting, you know, that heavy feeling out of Pyra is just, you know, something that could definitely work in their favor, especially
Definitely a mix between the two. I've seen many pros use Pyramithra as the meta, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely something that can just, you know, flip on a switch, and you have to be able to acclimate yourself like very quickly. And if you don't, they'll be able to get a lot of damage and a lot of spacing on you. And be able to...
It doesn't look like our battlefield here is going to change, but we're going to see a character mix here between Ronox. Hopefully going to try to get a win out of this set.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like we are switching the map as well. We might be going for, you know, something else, maybe a little bit of a bigger map, maybe a smaller one. We don't know, but we'll find out right now.
You know,
it seems like they might be talking.
I'm going to go ahead and take a guess and probably say that they're going to be playing on Final Destination. Probably not the right guess, but Final Destination is always a great way to end out a set. But unfortunately,
like we're going for Smashville instead.
Smashville is always a great way to finish out a set anyways.
Seems like we aren't switching the Little Mac, but we are switching sides. And, you know, we'll see
Doesn't change character.
We'll see how this goes. Not even a color palette switch, you know, just to feel a little more confident.
He's saying, I'm gonna make Little Mac work. I'm gonna make sure I make some sort of a statement with Little Mac. You wronged me for long enough.
But it seems like having a different map is working a little bit more in Corrin's favor, being able to have like more space and more distance, but at the same time not
playing a little more patient, you know.
Yeah, a little bit more patient.
Oh,
definitely
misses the recovery. That's the thing with Little Mac. Oh.
You know, maybe because Little Mac just hits so hard and is so quick, they just don't have as many air movement capabilities.
Something I've noticed.
That's something that's just
all 3 players we've seen so far, Hockey, Plat, Faith, they always know how to keep an aerial going, you know, whenever it comes to combos. Get them off stage first, and whether it's edge guard or just juggle them, they know what they're doing in the air.
Yes, indeed. It seems like they've been practicing a lot, and that's what we like
certainly
to see.
have.
But KO has just gotten up.
KO is not even going to matter. He gets the back air, trying to close out the set as fast as possible.
And it's definitely working in his favor.
Ronox is going to need some sort of answer, you know?
2 of the stocks already gone, and if he doesn't find his answer soon, it might be that he won't be able to find it at all.
No, he fast falls off stage, and that's going to close out the set with 3-0, 3-0 towards Mr. Faith.
Truly tragic, but hey, it is what it is. It seems like all the players have just, you know, gotten a lot of speed in, and just finishing these matches back-to-back said, you know what, today's been a long day. I want to get it over with. And
that's exactly what I'm saying. You know, he got that set over like pretty quickly. He played patient. He got the aerials off. He knew what he was up against, and therefore he profited, you know.
Yes, indeed. And like I said before, being able to have like that oppressive feeling coming out of Corrin and being able to, you know, get a lot of pressure on the map.
All 3 players tonight, 3-0.
Yes, indeed. It's just all of them just know how to play their characters. They know how to play their maps.
Oh, man.
They know how to, you know, properly guard against like people trying to get on the edge, or even, you know, people trying to keep them off of it.
Exactly. The first semester, first matches, we're coming out with a bang. We're making sure we're staying here saying, we got players. We got combos. We're coming in strong, and we're going to make sure we get the 3-0 here.
It definitely shows how much practice they've put in.
Exactly.
Definitely
They've been playing this game for long enough to say that they want to win. You know, I see it on their faces. I see it on the combos. I see it on their reactions when they hit the cleanest of combos, especially with Mr. Hockey.
Yes, indeed. And you can tell that even through these games, they're still trying to practice specific combos. Just like with the incident with Hockey, it was something that we know before as personal friends, that he was practicing these combos consistently. And, you know, finally getting it in a real match shows that practice does make perfect.
Exactly. I would see these guys in training.
But it seems like we're going back to the games right now, and it seems like we're creating an arena or joining an arena.
Mr. Platt over here is going to go into his second set with a different opponent.
We'll see how this goes right now. Platypus just trying to get into it right now, but it seems like there's some issue with the arena ID. Just taking its sweet old time. Oh, seems like we finally got it.
Yep, he got the information he needed. He's going to go ahead and punch that code in. We're going to go ahead and switch back to here real quick. We don't want to give that away real quick. But after he gets into the arena, we're going to go ahead and switch back. We're going to make sure we give the proper commentary needed. And we're going to hopefully see another 3-0 from our Mr. Kazuya star here.
Yes, indeed. But let's try not to, set up flags over here. And, let's just hope that they do as best as they can and they do their best.
Exactly.
And as long as that's what's happening, it'll be a good game in the end.
Platt's second opponent here is going to look like Rob. I'm jumping to conclusions.
Jumping to conclusions. We said that with Pyromithra, but didn't
exactly.
play it once.
Didn't play him once. Lulo is going to be the opponent for the second match here.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like Platt is still playing Kazuya, still playing...
Sticking to his weapons,
if you know what works for you...
If it ain't broke, don't fix it,
Exactly. Being able to learn how to play Kazuya... It is, a simple character, one that does have a lot of complexity that can be put into it, and one that does have a lot of combos that you can make out of thin air. But at the same time, it's one that is very efficient in doing its job, which is, running straight towards you and ramming its head into your face.
So when it comes to playing Kazuya, there is a very significant difference when it comes to inputs of combos. I've watched a YouTube guide on a Kazuya main when it comes to GameCube versus Pro controllers, if you have a very high sensitivity on your movement stick, the input here is going to be very difficult to maintain. But our first game is going to be underway versus Palutena on PS2.
Yes, indeed. Personally, I really enjoy Palutena, but, it is a little bit difficult to play against a Kazuya because of how oppressive it is. And especially with super armor coming out of times, because Palutena's attacks, though they do a lot and they do have some knockback, they just don't have something that can truly, do so much against it. But it seems like it doesn't matter. Almost knocking.
Oh my goodness!
Almost knocking them out.
45%, knocking him into the upper blast zone. Not going to be enough because once again he is a heavy. He is not going to go down that easily. The jab's going to get off 64%. No hit. I was wrong. He's going to get a 51%, making it quickly
65.
even, and he is not going to recover. Wow.
That was stressful for the first couple of seconds of the round. It was just quick and almost ended it. But
he fly swatted him at that point.
Yes, indeed. And it seems like Palutena has the perfect spacing for the fireball. And, trying to get this good spacing, this good,
Yep, the grab off. Trying to get...
grabs, gets damage. Perfect timing.
The neutral is not going to hit, but he goes into rage mode, walks into the force smash, but it's not going to matter. Gets the grab off, and it's going to be 3-1 for Platt's favor.
Perfect timing and prediction on the damage, and, works out in favor. But we'll see how it goes from here.
Plays a little patient with the recovery, misses the up smash. Let's see if he can, not get the grab off here. The down tilt is not going to work out.
Oh,
I was wrong. Throws out one more
out.
down tilt. And it's going to work out for Lulo here.
And a combo coming out right now, and it seems like it's going out.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. And it seems like it's a perfect combo.
I can't say 0 to death. I can say a 1% to death combo here. Oh, no. Game number 1 goes to Kazuya. Black Platypus making another statement saying, I'm not here to play around. I don't care who you play. I'm going to make sure I get my combo off.
Yes, indeed.
Not here to play around whatsoever. Town and City going to be our first map.
Seems like it's going well right now, but hey, we can't knock them out right at this moment. They did play Palutena at the start very well, super aggressive, able to get a huge combo onto Platypus. But we'll see how this goes from
Lou over here had something going. I agree with you on that part. The aggression, I think, needs to continue more if he wants to work around the patience that Plat is trying to dish out here.
Yes.
The spacing, you know, with neutral, get more grabs off. One of the things about becoming a better player is go for the grab. You know, they're going to try to block a lot of your attacks. If they notice you're not grabbing, then they're just going to block more. If they notice you're grabbing, they're going to have to switch it up.
Yes, indeed. It seems like we are switching it up with the map again. And
I love Town City. Don't switch.
We'll see how it goes, though. It seems like they do want to switch the map. We'll see. But, you know, who knows? They might just go right back to Town and City.
Town City is not going to look like the match here, but we're going to go to
really enjoy. Oh,
Kalos. Kalos Pokemon League.
I'm not going to lie. I love Pokemon X and Y.
I'm not going to lie. I love this map.
I like it, too.
I really like this map.
It's just really pretty.
Yeah, not only is it pretty, but it's also very spacious, you know. I don't think a standard up smash at like 60% is going to kill, you know, at least with Kazuya. That's how big the map is.
Well, we'll
throws
have
out
to see.
a standard taunt at the beginning.
And it seems like they are really confident right now. And it seems like they know how to play with the map, being able to have good distance with like
good
how
movement
close.
Coming on from Lulo. Gets a grab off.
And
never mind.
Kazuya also gets the grab off, being able to dish out a good bit of damage coming out.
The aggression is
starts the combo, doesn't drop it. You know, gets some good damage.
Gets a grab.
Ooh, perfect timing on the laser.
No.
Oh, just barely missing.
Wow.
But
Lulo
it
gonna
doesn't
get punished.
matter. Still
3 to
ends
2. 30% to his name.
Gets the stock out quickly. And, you know, with Palutena able to having so much space and being able to dish so much damage, it's just, you know, a lot of tick damage that's coming out consistently.
I think slow and steady wins the race is going to be a loose game plan here.
I believe so as well, but
a lot of chip damage, but no combo coming right off to that.
Kazuya was trying to chase it, but still gets it off in the end. Just doesn't get off the full combo there.
No roll here, but is going to do a standard recovery. Nothing fancy schmancy.
Very close on the timing, and it seems like, ooh, perfect prediction and able to, you know, deal damage off and get it.
Rage mode enacted once again.
And now we know that, you know, Rage mode is scary, able to do so much damage so quickly.
Kazuya is scary even without Rage. You know, one grab and it's basically over for that stock.
Yes, indeed. But considering how much percent that, you know, Kazuya is at right now.
He's trying to keep him off stage here.
Yes, indeed. It's coming out really well. The grab, tossing
grab
right over.
after grab. It's not working out.
Perfect timing on the down.
Oh, DI working out for Plat here. 172 his name, and he's still not down.
Like I said before, you know, all this damage, Kazuya can just tank it, and
that back air
take
is gonna
anything more. You know, maybe I should just stop talking, because
no,
everything I say just turns out to the opposite. Do you see this?
I'm telling you, opposite day, man. Opposite day. That B is going to work out in his favor. Now that he's back to 0%, he's allowed to play a little more aggressive.
Yes, indeed. And aggressive is the name of the game, considering that Palutena has 146%. One good hit.
Just a standard grab killed there. How much percentage was he at just now?
146%.
That makes a lot more sense, actually. Never mind.
You know, but even then, you know, just a couple hits gets it already at 35, 44.
Grab off, managed to air dodge out of the combo.
Yes, indeed. It's going
electric.
Great. Oh, my God.
Another electric. Standard. Is it going to be the up B? It is.
Just barely doesn't kill, but, you know, one more hit and
that was still really close.
Palutena has to play perfectly here to be able to, you know, get this kill off, but doesn't matter.
Perfect to the name of the back air.
Indeed.
Ladies and gentlemen, game number 2 going to Kazuya, our Plat.
Indeed. You know, Mishima is just a family filled with monsters.
Oh my goodness. Ugh.
Kazuya Mishima. Oh.
This is why I don't play Tekken. This is why I don't play Tekken. I want to avoid this guy at all costs.
Tekken is a game. Tekken has so much story to it. And all of it involves, you know, Kazuya just going, I don't like
goodness.
you, punch.
Don't play Tekken because of one character that you play in another game.
Exactly.
He's included as a DLC. I avoid one game because of another, you know? Like you don't play Fortnite because suddenly Goku's in it, you know?
Hey, look, I don't know about you, but I would totally play Fortnite for Goku. Just for that.
This is just an example, you know? There's so many like crossovers between games, and Kazuya in Smash is... Oh, the hype with the Smash community. I saw so many different reactions when this DLC came out.
I mean, it's a character. It's a character. Hollow Bastion, you know, coming out with this kind of map. And, you know, it is a small map. There is, you know, a low ceiling as well.
I think there's, it's similar to Smashville, you know. There's a platform above both players, just one platform. And but the reason I like this one more is not only is it the design cooler, but it's also, the stage is a little wider.
Yes, indeed, but it's also a lot smaller height-wise.
Exactly.
And that means that one good, you know, up air or like up B can just knock you out of the map. Oh, but Palutena
tries to
able
go for the side B. It is going to work out the second time.
The edge guard coming out really strong right now, but it's not good enough once Kazuya gets on the map. Oh, barely misses.
Wow,
oh,
falls to the ground and misses the forward smash. Gets the parry off, however. See if he can capitalize on it. It's not going to...
Oh, the reflect. The predict.
Lou is going to adjust to the gameplay here, but not going to adjust to the grab.
Instantly goes for the rage, instantly gets the stock off.
Rage is going to make sure he gets that stock.
Predicting that he would just, you know, on-spot dodge. But the blink coming out.
Playing a little bit of a respective defense here.
Yes, that indeed.
Both players trying to play neutral like they want to, you know, control the stage a little more. Both have really good equipment to their name when it comes to edge guard. Speaking of which, neutral B will be the edge guard of the game here.
You know, just being able to have that range on Kazuya is just so impressive. But you know what? Doesn't
the neutral
matter.
B gets that first stock. He swatted that way and said, "Not again."
Wow,
making sure
you know,
he tries to get anything off.
Being able to time that and being able to get those reflects off are really coming in handy. But
he did not take that kindly.
Yeah.
Plat did not take that kindly.
You know, just had to establish, hey,
hats off to both players here. Was that game number 3? I believe that was game number 3.
I believe so, and it seems like Plat has won his game.
Another 3-0. My goodness.
Indeed. And you know what? It's coming out all in spades, and they're just winning game after game, and it's working great.
Not a single loss to any of our players here.
Yeah, it's crazy how this is working. This just goes to show how oppressive they are and how much time and energy they put into
I'm honestly impressed so far. Like, if I was playing any of our opponents that they were playing so far, probably been like 0-3. Probably would have lost.
Yeah. I mean, it is definitely, you know, a tough game against these kinds of players.
I know.
Personally, I don't think I'd be able to do anything. I don't think I'd be able to even hit them. And they're just that good.
I know that they play neutral so well, and the combos into either like an up smash, for example, or an edge guard with just neutral B. It's nasty with each combo. But the one combo that won't leave my mind is the finishing touch with hockey. You know, just the final hit. That's what I meant to say.
It is definitely a finishing touch because that was the one that ended that set. And, you know, it worked out perfectly. It was a beautiful, you know, executed, and it was just really good overall.
Exactly. All players showing very, very good promise. Hopefully they go higher. They go to bigger tournaments. They win bigger prizes, you know. They go on YouTube videos even.
Hey, yeah, and you know what? I'm cheering for all of them.
Yep.
You know, how much time and dedication they put into practicing every single day really goes to show. And it just shows, you know, hey, if you got to get good, you got to practice first. And they definitely are good.
Exactly. But we can't just shine the light on our players here. We got to give props to our opponents here.
Yes,
they all showed a really good fight. We saw adjustments. It wasn't a 3-0 in each set. They definitely tried their best. And although it didn't work out for them, all I can say is that they gave a good fight. They just got to keep practicing, and I'm sure they'll come back way stronger, you know?
Indeed. And I'm not going to lie, I'm still surprised by that Peach throwing that radish into the air.
Yeah, I am
that
still
spike with a radish,
bamboozled by that one Peach.
it was just a beautifully executed timing.
How do you get spiked by a Peach or a radish? How do you get spiked? Especially on the ledge. You know, you lose your iframes, and then
Instantly,
you're dead.
Instantaneously.
You're dead by one
good
radish.
timing.
I've never seen that ever. Even just the reaction with Platt here, he was bamboozled beyond recognition.
Yeah. I mean, I was as well. I don't think any of us like expected it coming out.
Yeah,
It was just
we got to
perfectly
replay
timed
that
and good
after
timing.
the stream. You know, we got to go back and say, how did this happen? How does this happen to one?
Yes. Well, I believe that all the games that we got going on? We got one more, right?
We still got another set on our hands. I don't remember which player it's going to be, but I'm sure we'll be informed when the time comes, you know. But for now, we're just going to just discuss the different characters, you know. For example, the higher tier characters, I don't know if I have the tier list remembered by heart. I definitely don't. But the upper tier is definitely like Game & Watch, Steve, Sonic, Luigi, Pichu, Pikachu. All of them have a really good, I would say, equipment kit to their name. Game & Watch, for example, I want to talk a little more about him. I don't see many pro players with Game & Watch, but with the edge guard, with the standard up B into down tilt, Game & Watch shows a lot of promise with chip damage into, I would say, down smash and then forward smash.
Yeah, I mean, every single character has their own like really good like kit. Like they all have something that they just excel in. And Game & Watch is just, you know, one of those characters that just, you know, does a lot of things. And it can be kind of oppressive, like to try and learn how to use all those things in like an optimal manner. And maybe that's why it's just not shown as much.
Yeah, I mean, Game & Watch in general, a lot of the characters, I agree with you. They show potential. Not all of them are balanced, Steve. But I'd say the more balanced characters would be like the heavier ones, for example. I want to shine a little more light on Bowser, for example. I've been playing Bowser a lot more recently, and I would normally juggle my opponents with Nair, with up tilt. Even when trying to go high and recover back on the stage, I would spam up B, try to go higher, try to get a little more distance onto the stage, try to trick my opponents into thinking, oh, he's probably just going to go low. He's probably just going to go for the ledge. It'll be fine, you know?
I mean, hey, Bowser does have like a good amount of recovery considering that he isn't like, he's such a big character and such a heavy one as well. And you can just grab someone, take them off, throw them off. Like how we saw with that Donkey Kong earlier.
Donkey Kong.
You know, grabbed our player, jumped off the map, tossed him against the stage, and then you just instantly up.
That's a standard grab right there. It's going to be grab, go off stage, throw them against, and see if they tech. If they don't, that's a free stock.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, it was good timing overall. But each, I keep saying personally, every character has their own thing. And being able to, someone like Bowser, for example, is able to just get a lot of tick damage. And being so heavy, as soon as they get like a high enough number, they're just out of there. You're just able to get one good hit in, whether it's a side B or something.
With all heavies, like whether it's Kazuya, King K. Rool, Donkey Kong, Bowser, Ganondorf even. Ganon is one of I think is the only character ever I've gone into Elite Smash. And unfortunately, I'm not proud of that. Ganon is one of the worst characters in the game.
I mean, hey, Ganon is a fun one, though. Personally, I don't know about you, but I enjoy playing as Ganondorf.
Really?
I love just the little dash where you just grab him. It's
That's
my
a
favorite.
command grab, yeah.
Yeah, it's just so funny, just doing it over and over again.
I remember
Albeit
seeing.
I'm not good,
Yeah.
so.
I remember seeing a standard combo of just when your opponent, when you command grab them, right? They'll go straight to the ground. They'll roll to the side. You catch them with another side B, side B, side B, side B, side B. And then a standard roll again. You'll do a forward smash into the stock. It was one of the funniest things I've seen with Ganon.
It is what it is, and you know, if they don't react to it and they don't do anything, that just goes to show
They don't know either how to attack when they roll, or just trying to play a little more safe and roll out of the range, you know.
Yeah, indeed. But it seems like we might be starting pretty soon from Platt's end. But you know, even with like the characters that Platt plays, you know, Kazuya is just like, for example, he's very strong, very oppressive, but
Exactly.
he does have a lot of downsides as well.
Yep.
And let's just see if he can play around those downsides this round and see if he can actually, you know, get something through with it. But it seems like we do have a switch up in his character choice, and he's not playing Kazuya.
He is not. He's going for Ken. I've seen him play against a Ken. I've seen Hunter Nave, for example, a really great player, like one of the better in the region. Well, county, I mean, anyways. But Ken in general is really interesting to play against. Trust me, I know. I've played against Kens, but
And Wii Fit Trainer as well.
it is not a set. It is not a set. He's going against Faith.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we're just doing like a small little game in between.
Yep, we're just going to commentate on our little practice match here, you know, see if both players can just get a little game in, you know, see if anything's happening. See if they adjust to each other's playstyle pretty well, you know.
Yeah, and it seems like they're just, you know, they are used to each other. They're playing so quickly
They
because
played
they
against
know.
each other so much, you know.
Yeah, they're able to predict each other almost instantly, and it seems like they're just trying their very best. They're trying to do all these moves ahead of time, and they're reacting really quickly to each other's movesets and like everyone's stuff.
When I first met Faith, I asked them, you know, this is when they were still both on the team, for example. I asked him, do you know Platt? And he's like, do I know him? I play against him all the time, bro. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I didn't even realize.
I mean, they do play against each other all the time. They're so very used to each other, but they're also just, you know, very competitive against each other.
Yeah.
And they are trying to like win constantly. They are trying to get better, and it works out in their favor.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And a perfect combo just came out. Did you see that?
Yeah, I missed it. I'm gonna be honest, but he answers right back with with a standard nair, and gonna get a good 6% off with a couple of jabs. It misses the neutral B, but
And
both,
the DI is able to save Faithful.
that was a bit of a nasty combo. I'm not gonna lie. Goes for the nair, misses the up B. But both players show a lot of promise, whether they're playing against each other, playing against random opponents, Elite Smash, or even in tourneys, you know. Both of them much better than I.
Yeah, and, you know, Platt is, you know, using his, like, abilities to be able to... Oh, never mind. He's not using his abilities.
Number 2 goes to Faith.
He's not using his abilities. Faith just, you know, said, I don't like how you keep doing that, and then just knocks him out. And
trying to answer it back just a little bit. A standard 20% just from the nair.
And there you
Gets
go.
swatted from the up B. Oh my goodness. Even just a standard practice game like this, it's very refreshing to see just both our players here just go against each other, you know. Not just different opponents from Elite, not from opponents from tournaments, but from even just against each other. Just a little friendly game, trying to get better with different characters that they feel like that, you know, they're lacking a bit more control on, you know.
Yes, indeed. And they're able to, you know, use this as well to be able to learn about these different characters and, you know, get all the timing, all the spacing correct, and all these different things.
He DIs his way out of
ooh, perfect timing.
Wow.
Gets the dodge.
And
doesn't dodge
another
that
ball to
one.
the face. It's not going to work out.
Still in it. Oh, my.
He loves to play soccer, and up smash is not going to work out. He misses that. Tries Platt hanging on for dear life. Third black flash.
And
it's going to work out this time. Oh, my goodness.
End of the round.
Like I said before, you never trust a black flash.
Yes, indeed.
Both players having a really great time. Love to see the smile on their faces. Game number 1 going to Faith. All right.
Alrighty.
But,
seems like we're just going to be switching sides and starting another little round. Oh.
While they're just going through practice games, we're going to go to our, I believe, second set with hockey.
Yes, indeed.
hopefully we see another really great combo from Mr. Jigglypuff main over here. We saw a really great combo finisher at the end of the last set. I'm hoping he can pull something off like that again. We saw another Cineroar before, but not against Hockey here.
Yes, indeed. And considering how good Incineroar can be, I am a little worried considering.
I've seen gameplay from SkyJ, for example, like arguably the best Incineroar in the world. Oh my goodness, right off the bat.
He's definitely not SkyJ.
Wow. Yep.
Gets the distance off, and you can see Hockey shaking his head.
Another statement has been made. He is here to win. He is here to get you off stage, and he is here to make sure that you stay off stage. Oh, no.
Perfect timing.
Oh, no. Don't do it to him, Hockey. Don't do it to him, please. Let him live. Let a brother live.
It's just Incineroar just jumping off the stage, not knowing his distance with his characters. Maybe this was supposed to be a practice match, but, you know,
Game number one, making quick work, making it look easy, swatting him into the blast zone, just like that. Game number one goes to Mr. Hockey.
How long was that? Like 30 seconds?
We got to play that back and see how long that game was. That was one of the quickest pro games I think I've seen in a while.
Definitely was. It's a very quick game, but at the same time, it goes to show how quick these games can be.
Especially against a more heavy character, right? Like Incineroar.
Yeah, and especially one with a skill that is kind of hard to control unless you know it like by heart. And you know, that down kick is just like something that can get you either the most damage that you could ever possibly need, or just get you out just as quickly.
Bust down that door with the nair. He is making sure you stay off stage, whether it's by grab, whether it's by nair, whether it's by just even a side B. You know, he is making sure he sweeps you right off your feet, and making sure you stay off.
Yep, indeed. But let's see if Anakin over here can, you know, properly respond and actually do something.
Let's see if there's going to be a proper game plan this time coming from Anakin. Ooh.
Oh, and starts using...
Remember, there's a counter to the counter.
Yes, indeed. And, you know, tries to grab, misses, and gets punished so heavily.
Interesting. Oh, is he going to recover, though? He is not, unfortunately. 80% to his name. Hockey looks like he's having a great time over there. Nearly gets the shield off.
Almost goes away. And...
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Mistimes it, but gets the whirlwind off.
He answers him properly this time, making sure he gets at least some sort of damage in.
It seems like Anakin's just pressing buttons, but just doesn't know which ones are the ones to press. Oh, gets the punish off on the sleep, but, you know...
Not properly, though. He gets the side beat off, but he doesn't get the secondary button off.
Yes, indeed. Wow. And it seems like he's trying to just, you know, do these combos, but... He's just trying.
Yep, there it is.
Isn't succeeding.
Oh, no. Come on. You got to answer here with something.
Anakin definitely has been learning, though, and it seems like, you know, this round came out a lot safer on both ends.
Oh, that shield barely gone.
Just barely surviving these shields.
He's trying to play a bit of neutral here, trying to make sure that he doesn't get flown off stage. He reads the roll. He goes for a grab instead of a rest, though. That's something I usually see from Hockey.
Yes. And, you know, both of them hitting each other at the same exact time. But considering how heavy Cineroar
he tried to read the roll. He sidestepped to the side of the stage or the platform. And that's going to be game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. He does not miss that rest.
And there you go. That is the end of the second game.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't know about anything else, but Hockey is great with putting him to sleep and then resting them out.
He plays a lot of control with Jigglypuff. I've noticed that in his game plan. Whether it's reading your rolls, whether it's grabbing you and throwing you off stage, he's making sure that you don't stay in one place. You can't just you can't stand on the side of the stage and just either throw projectiles or just wait for him to be punished, you know? He's making sure he stays in the middle, he has the control, and he's going to get you onto that combo.
Yeah, and he likes getting control of the middle just to push you to the edge. And, you know, it's working out wonders for him. And it's it's been working all these games. Every single time, it's been like 3-0 for Hockey, and it just goes to show that he loves playing that control game.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Incineroar in general is quite the tricky play against Jigglypuff because one, Jigglypuff can take quite a few hits from heavies, and two, he can DI his way out of that sort of a heavy hit. Incineroar is a character that I'd say I don't see too often anymore, at least in 2025, mainly because of not only is he heavy, but he's also slow. You would have to counter quite a bit in order for you to get quite the percentage off with your heavy hits.
Yeah, and Incineroar also has his own mechanics. As we saw there, when he did counter, he did grow a little bit brighter, and he did get a little bit more damage, but it just wasn't enough.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, heating up takes time, and he was cooled off real quick by Hockey.
Yep. I believe we're going to go for another Battlefield change here. I don't think it's going to be regular Battlefield. I'm hoping for at least PS2 or small Battlefield. Those two I enjoy watching a lot. So that's just my personal preference, though. Both of them are small. Both of them are more hand-to-hand. I've seen a lot of pro plays happen on both stages. But when it comes to the matchup in general, Anakin's going to have to figure something out instead of, getting juggled in the air. I think he's going to have to play a lot more patience against Hockey here.
Yep. And it seems like there's no character switch coming out, so it may be a little bit difficult for him to be able to actually do something there. And, we'll see how it goes. Maybe he's already said, hey, I'm going to give you the first 2 games, and now I'm going to take the next 3. But... considering how everything's been going, it might be a little bit difficult for him to pull that off.
Yep. With these 2 characters, I'm sure there's going to be a bit of a Battlefield change here. It doesn't look like a character change, but definitely a Battlefield change here. Going through the entire list of the competitive stages here, you have Final Destination, you have Town and City, you have a small Battlefield. Like I said, he's going to go ahead and change it. And it looks like it's going to be, like I was mentioning before, it's going to be probably not Boxing Ring. It's not going to be Boxing Ring.
I don't think it's Duck Hunt either. But I think you're just, playing around, clicking every single fucking...
Hockey's trolling. He's throwing. He's definitely throwing. Golden Plains. He's throwing. But he's definitely having fun with it. Choosing random battle. Anyway, while we wait for Mr. Hockey here to go into his 3rd game, we're just gonna go back to talking about the tier list, I believe. Waiting for our green light to go into our 3rd game. The performance with Hockey here, I want to shine a little more light on that because one, he likes to play really
like control heavy.
Yeah, very control heavy. But with that being said, we're going to get into our 3rd game here, Incineroar versus Jigglypuff. There's nothing with these characters to change. Neither with the Battlefield, actually.
And it seems like he might just have to, get the control back again. And he seems like he's already getting it. But it seems like Incineroar's learned a little bit and is able to, hasn't
already
learned
gets
enough.
the sing off. He's... No,
back
Hockey.
to back.
Hockey, don't. He did it. He did it to him. Anakin suffering from, oh my goodness, he suffered a heavy hit combo. He is, oh no, he is not letting him breathe for just a moment. I stand corrected.
At this point, you might as well call him Insomnia because he is going to sleep and waking right back up.
Oh,
it's
my
a
goodness.
rude awakening happening right now.
More than just a rude awakening, he is making sure he puts that sleeping mask on. He's making sure he sings you a lullaby and making sure he gets that small hitbox off of you.
Also playing somebody like Jigglypuff with such a small hitbox, yet still being able to be so floaty is just such a pain to deal with. But at the same time, because they're so light, especially right now, if Incineroar gets like a good hit off, it can just